Let's go ahead on the cameras. Now on the back, like I mentioned, the Galaxy S10 has that triple camera setup, wide, telephoto, and ultra-wide sensor. The Galaxy A52 has a wide, ultra-wide, macro, and depth lens on it. Now it's definitely no secret, I think the Galaxy S10's camera was probably the best one in 2020 or 2019, even in 2022. This is a very solid camera. You have that ultra-wide sensor, which is perfect. You have the telephoto lens, which is great, and you have 4K 60 on the back and 4K 60 on the front. This is a very solid camera for sure. This is, I think, still, when I think of, couple-year-old phones, like 3-year-old phones or 2-year-old phones, this is the device I think of for being a timeless camera. This is perfect in my opinion. It's up there with like even an S20. Really the main difference between this and an S20 is really 8K. Other than that, this camera quality is perfect. I think it is better than the Galaxy A52, but again, it's pretty hard to beat this camera. It was a huge jump from something like a Galaxy S9 to this one. So I have a lot of respect for this camera, and I think for a lot of people, including me, it's like one of those perfect cameras for sure. Now on something like the Galaxy A52, I think this is probably an even more solid camera than a lot of budget phones, especially the previous A series of devices, at least in like the A50 lineup. This is a very solid camera, 4K 30 on the back, 4K 30 on the front as well, no 8K, no 4K 60. I think it's okay. I would have loved to seen 4K 60 on the back. We'll probably get that in the A53, but this is a very solid camera. You have that ultra-wide lens, which looked kind of funny there, but I think this camera is good for a budget phone. I don't think it's comparable to something like a Galaxy S10. I think the S10 has the better camera for sure, but for this device, for having the capability, for being a budget tier phone, and for having all these settings within the camera, like this camera actually has quite a bit of settings within its settings app. I think that's actually pretty cool, and I think the A52 is good, but I think the Galaxy S10 is a much better camera for sure.